This video will show you the basics on how to reference a website in APA 7th edition format. To reference a website, you will need the author's name, date of publication if available, title of the web page, name of the website, and the URL. Sometimes you may find it difficult to find all this information. Be sure to look carefully throughout the website. Let's take an example of this web page. We will first look for all the elements that are required for our reference entry. Here we can locate the author's name, the date of publication, the title of the web page, the name of the website, and the URL. Taking all these elements into account, we will now create our reference entry. Begin with the author's last name, followed by a comma, space, and the initial, followed by a full stop. For the date, include the year, the month, and the day, all in round brackets. Now comes our title in italics. Always remember, according to APA format, the first letter of the title and the subtitle or any other proper noun will be in capital letter, followed by a full stop and a space. Then comes the website name, followed by a full stop, and in the end we will add the URL. Web page with no author. If the web page has no named author, use the organization, company, or the site name instead. Let's take example of this web page with no named author. Let's start with our reference entry. Because there's no author, we will write the website name as the author, followed by a full stop and space. In the date field, we will mention the year, the month, and the day in round brackets, followed by a full stop. Then comes our title, which will always be italicized, and the first letter of the title and the subtitle being capitalized. In this case, however, because the word COVID is all in capital letters in the main document, we will write it as it is. Then comes a full stop and a space. This time, the name of the website is not necessary as it is already included in the author field. And in the end, we will include the web page URL. This is what our reference entry for a web page with no author looks like. If you can't find the date on the web page, you can use n.d. to represent no date. This is what your reference entry for a web page with no date would look like. If the only date is in the copyright statement, APA Style recommends that you do not use it, as it may not indicate when the content on the website was published. In-text citation. For an in-text citation at the end of a paraphrase, add the author's last name or the website name if no author is listed, followed by a comma and the year of publication. All of this information will be in round brackets followed by a full stop. If citing a quotation from a web page in text, be sure to also include the para number. Add a comma after the year, then para followed by a full stop and then the para number, all in round brackets and then a full stop in the end. For more support, access our APA referencing guide on Koha through the library homepage, or book an appointment with your faculty librarian through the library help email.